All right. So, next section is so we both have never until we started this segment, we had neither one of us had consumed Chainsaw Man material, like watched it, read it,
I watched a
and
bit of the anime, but I didn't get that far
okay.
into it. Like where we read the manga now. I've actually caught up to where I watched,
Okay.
so it
Yeah,
was very
so
limited.
yeah, okay. I pretty much knew the name of it, and then I've seen the promo picture of like, of Denji in this chainsaw form. If that's even what it's called. And so we have read volumes 1 and 2, which go to chapter 14.
16.
And is it 16?
It's
So I
16.
stopped at 14. So that's my
I
fault.
got a bit more, but that's
Uh
fine.
okay.
I think 15 and 16 is setting up for the next big devil that they're trying to face. But I won't worry too
Okay.
much about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll read that. It'll be you're not going to really spoil anything cuz I'll catch up on that literally in the next day.
I
Yeah,
might
so
spoil who the next devil is, but they haven't even found the devil yet. So
yeah, so the one that they're talking about is some gun devil.
okay, yeah, you are at that point. Okay,
Yeah, so they are like Denji has some couple deals floating around. If he goes and defeats them, he gets some nice things. So anyway, I didn't want to go into it because I didn't want to skip to the end of where we're at right now. So
we still have volume
uh,
one to do.
I know exactly. So that's why, I just wanted to make sure we're on the same or similar page.
Yep. So volume
So
one is for anybody who wants to know where it cuts off. It's chapters 1 through 7.
yep,
So
yeah.
I
So
actually have a few notes here for that.
yeah, give some
So
initial thoughts. What do you think?
first of all, I want to chat about Denji's debt. How, how I never
You,
understand
you,
how
you
they
can
can
guess.
how they can give their father's debt to their child when they have nothing to do with it. I know that's kind of a common thing in certain parts of the world, and this is a mafia we're talking about in there, uh, or whatever the extent of that one is for that world. Um, but yeah, well, what do you think about his debt?
I thought that was horrible. I thought that was super messed up. And then he's like scrambling for like the most basic food or basic anything, and like everything that like you and I are, any most other people would be like, "What? No, this is garbage." He's like, "I'll take it." He's like no quorums about it. He's so used to it, and yeah, I thought that was super messed up. And then anyway, yes, that right there was very odd, and I guess it's a good setup for him to figure out how to get out of the situation that he was in.
Well, he
Uh,
kind of looked
but
out
yeah,
of that one because
he did. It was more
of what
lucked out.
happened.
Yeah, he didn't have
Yeah.
a plan. Yeah, that's true.
He had a
Yeah,
plan. He was slowly paying it off, being a devil hunter. Um, but when your dream in life is to have jam on bread, you know something's
mm.
wrong.
Yep.
Then we
It
get.
was just bread. He
I
didn't
do
even
want to
know
talk
about
about.
jam.
I do also want to talk about each of the devils that we have because in that world they mentioned that the devils or strength is equal to how scary the object is that they're based off of. So the first thing he kills is a tomato devil.
Yeah, terrifying.
Yeah, so terrifying. I guess it can be because tomatoes are part of the nightshade family. So if you eat, by the way, do not eat the leaves of a tomato plant. It actually is poisonous to us. The fruit is not. Fruit is fine.
Yeah.
So I can see that being somewhat scary. But then, of course, we got the zombie that kind of actually helped them luck out to getting out of debt. The
Yeah.
zombie devil. That is actually kind of
Yep.
scary. A lot of people have that fear.
Yeah.
So, what did you think about that part? Because that was kind of insane what happened there.
That was so like such a shift to sixth gear. It was, like it was just like it seemed like another day, in the office for him of, going through the conversations on his debt and what have you. And then, yeah, like just immediate, oh, zombie devils, and
the whole mafia is zombies, and
yeah,
we're just gonna kill you off.
Yeah, and then like he's violently getting impaled, like I had to reread like one of the panels a couple of times to make sure I didn't like skip a page on accident because I was like, what? He's literally like bleeding everywhere. Like they're going straight through him, like in all. Like I was wondering how he's gonna come back, right? I was like, how is this a whole
Mm.
series already? Something
Well,
big's gotta
that was the
happen.
whole series. Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
Main
done.
character's
Hopefully
dead.
you enjoyed it. Yeah, yeah. No, I thought it was crazy, but obviously, it's a good buildup of okay, before you go to the next page or even the next issue, like something big has to happen for him to still be in the series, which they're setting it up for.
Yep. Then we get the fusion of Denji and Pochita,
Yeah,
the
I think that's
Chainsaw
right.
Devil.
Yeah, yep. And
Which,
then that was super exciting. He's just ripping and tearing like he's the Doomslayer.
oh, let's not get started on the Doomslayer because he's actually stupidly overpowered.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So of course at this point we meet um, Makima.
Makima.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I have lists of names as well.
Yeah, I
ah,
had to
cheat
note him
sheet.
too. Yeah. She's interesting. I don't know enough about like what her powers are. I think there's some like I think it was just spoiled some time ago for me that she has something to do with the manipulation. But
Yeah, I had that spoiled for me as well, but I don't know the details of it.
yeah,
And
so at least right now as a new reader, it's hard to tell if she's actively using a power to manipulate people or she's just good at doing it
yes,
anyway,
they do a really good job hiding her abilities, and you don't really know because everybody's made a deal with the devil or has something to do with them and able to fight
Yeah.
devils. So it's like, what's the deal that she has? It's kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
By the way, one
Yeah,
other
and
thing I want to note from this scene, so when he first gets into this office and Makima hands him his clothes, I got a question: how the heck does he know how to tie?
it's a good question. Do you know how to tie a tie?
I do know how to tie. I actually do wear one quite often. I think I have one over here. One second.
I don't. Every time I have to tie a tie, I pull up a YouTube video because it's not often enough for me to have to learn how to do it. Let's see it. For listeners, Blade is tying a red tie, and
I'm
we will
doing the
time
double
him.
Windsor too, if you guys are wondering.
Okay.
I'm not bothering checking size or anything. This is just gonna be a rough one, but
Woo!
actually,
Wow.
that's pretty close.
That was not only that was quick. That was good. It looked like a tie. It looked like it's the way you're supposed to wear it. Yeah, every time I get to wear one, at weddings or whatever other social gathering I have to wear one. I'm pulling up a video every time.
A lot of people
'Cause-
do. That's the reason I'm like, how the heck does? And this guy, this is a guy who has nothing. He doesn't have a cell phone. He doesn't have
yeah,
access to the internet. He literally lives in a shack. How the
yeah.
heck does he know about tying a tie?
It's just one of those abilities he gained from his devil.
No, that's a convenient ability.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, all right, I want to know your dreams. Also, you can tie ties now on top of transform into a chainsaw devil.
Also, we did skip a devil that I forgot about, the muscle devil that takes over that little girl.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You noted more details on the devils than I did because some of them are like pretty, like you barely even see them.
Yeah,
Like,
this
I
is
didn't
like
even
a
know them.
not even chapter of a devil. It's
Yeah.
literally, oh, this old girl got taken over by this devil. Oh, Digi now has to face him. Oh, and he's dead. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Save the girl.
Over.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. One of the other things that I thought, so on Makima, I didn't have much more to to go over yet on her other than one of my first notes I noted when I was reading volume 1 was she alludes or they allude to that she is crazy strong and she's gonna have some weird curve in the story and that she doesn't seem as as she is or she's putting on some
yeah, there's definitely
facade in
something
front
going
of
on
everyone.
with her.
Yeah, So I'm interested to see what that's going to be. That was like my second bullet point, other than I put a note of like the contract, the specific contract he did with the devil to get his powers. But yeah, so I'm interested to see on that. And then with where I'm at now, it's also interesting. We could talk about as well.
Yeah. But we got another person to chat about. His
Yeah,
the first person you meet in the Special Defense Force or whatever it is, Aki.
yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, I actually love his ability the first time we see him, which isn't technically until Volume 2, but still, seeing that Fox Devil come out and just munch the Leech Devil is just amazing.
Yes. Yeah, that's and he's the lucky one that gets all of Makuma's like misfit children of like go handle this team. I'm the big dog in charge of our little division here, but you get to like actually handle them.
We should probably rate Aki's all of Aki's roommates that he gets. I only know we've only gotten 2. I don't know if he's gonna get any more.
Yeah, yeah. Does he
But
keep
like,
getting them? The
yeah, I
two he
don't
got are
know.
rough.
I really don't. Digi's
Yeah,
Digi's a bad roommate, honestly. At least the few little bit sections that you get, it's like you see him take too long in the bath. He's making a mess and not cleaning it up, and he's sleeping on the toilet. I actually, strange enough, I did have a roommate that spent way too long in the bath. I'm talking like he would be there for like 5 hours.
oh my god.
He would literally bring his laptop into the bathroom and just be watching videos in the bath. And this is in a bathroom apartment. So there's a lot of times when
Wow.
I finally break. I'm just like, dude, I have to go to the bathroom. Come on.
Yeah,
It's
that's
ridiculous.
insane. That's not
I
fun.
hope Digi isn't that bad.
It seemed like he got his act together pretty quick once Aki kind of was like, bruh. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't, he's probably not used to having a roommate, or
Right. That's
really, he
true.
was just so excited to have jam on bread. To the point
Yeah,
they
wasn't there
used
a
every
scene
single
where
jam.
Denji makes like some crazy snack because he has a bunch of ingredients floating around?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when he makes the mess, and it just he's pretty much grabbed every single jam out there and puts it on a
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would
That's
taste.
awesome. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, and
Okay,
then go ahead.
I just want to say then we get Digi's first goal for well, technically
That's
second goal,
literally what
but
I was gonna say. Yep, his first
he
goal
is
because
definitely
he's like,
horny.
well, I was gonna say he's also a teenager, right? Like
Yeah,
I think I'm pretty sure he's a teenager or like a really young adult. I don't think they really told us
I
yet.
don't think we. I can actually look that up.
He's got to be like, with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna guess while you look it up. Like he's got to be like 14 or 15.
He's
But yeah,
18.
his first goal is. Oh, he's 18. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's 18. He hasn't he's been going through a
Okay,
debt
so
his whole
actually, when
time.
starting out, he's 16. I just went on a bit
Okay.
more of this. So yeah, apparently he
Okay.
starts 16, and he at a certain point it does progress long enough that he gets to 18. Apparently.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. First goal touching moves. When I read that, I just started laughing. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right for a straight boy that's a teenager. It's like, yep. If you haven't, that's gonna be on your bucket list.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then very quickly after it's revealed, I don't know, I didn't know anything significant happens between we hear that goal and then he eventually meets Power. I think that's what her name was.
Yep, power.
Uh, and then like a little bit after meeting her, we start hearing more of her story of how she has Meowie, and
Yowie.
then
Yep.
yeah, and then how important that cat is to her, and then they make a deal. Yeah,
He
I don't know
definitely
if
got
there
the
was anything you
vibe of
wanted to
that
note on
deal.
Power. Huh?
I will note that she is a fiend and a blood devil. So
Yeah.
there's distinct differences between fiends and devils in this world. For those who haven't read it, fiends actually take over human bodies. Fiends are devils that take over human bodies. So
Yep.
Denji's not exactly a fiend, but he's not human either. He's kind of a question mark because he still has full control over himself.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of like Aki, where he made a contract. His is just a different situation
Mm-hmm.
because Aki made he even said he made a contract with that. What was it? A fox.
Yes.
Um,
Aki
so I
made a
think
contract
Denji's
with the
similar.
fox that whenever he uses him, he sacrifices something. First time we
Some
see
blood or
him,
something.
he apparently he sacrificed like the skin from his arm or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. 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 So Power is interesting. Not only is she crazy, uh,
Completely.
yeah, yeah, she's also like totally down to just be like, oh, cool, that's your goal. Well, then get me my cat, and then you can have it, and then has zero intention of actually keeping him alive.
Yeah, the Bat Devil was kind of interesting.
That wasn't. Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure if
don't
I would
know. I
picture
feel
a
like
Bat Devil like that, honestly, but I guess it works.
yeah, I thought it was okay for like an intro. It's like an introductory, like I wouldn't say like main bad guy, but like a good big bad guy for this early on, kind of
Yeah,
like
it's like the
Grand
first
Fisher
big
is for
boss that you
Bleach.
had to take care of.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So like I think it's Grand Fisher for Bleach is like the one I imagine, for him at
Oh
the time.
yeah,
So that's kind of what I linked them to of like, yeah, I don't think he's going to be like something we ever talk about when the series is wrapped up, but he was, his first main bad guy that I would say is, you would recognize if you were to go mention early on before like the bigger stories
yeah. No one's
revealed,
gonna remember the sea cucumber devil that
Right,
Power
yeah.
just smashes in 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I thought that was a good like introductory bigger or first boss, I guess I'll call it, for him to go through. Uh
Mm-hmm.
that was definitely fun. It was interesting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna go into it that much on like blood and like what that means to different devils because you talked a lot about flavor, and I'd imagine it has to relate to their health. Because you didn't like the guys that smoke or anything like that. And it obviously powers them. But I wonder if that's going to be a thing that they pull the string on later of like not only let's say a healthy person, but like what if they have additional powers or something like is that a more appetizing, things like that.
That's a good question. We could talk about Bad Roommate number 2, Power.
That's I was gonna say it's power, right? That one is hilarious.
I'm not someone who flushes the toilet. Flush the
Yeah,
dang toilet. I'm not someone
yeah,
who takes baths often. Take a dang bath.
yeah. Literally everything you would teach a child, like what are we doing?
Yep.
Makes you wonder where all wherever all the devils come from. If it's a hell or hell like, I guess I'll call it. What's their like? Do they just poop on the ground and they're all walking around?
Do
No
devils
no butts
poop?
are wiped. Yeah, yeah, right. If they do, why is she pooping? She's a corpse. Probably not like eating a bunch of food. She wants to feed on blood. You hear her say it all the time.
Yeah. But she does eat.
That's
Apparently
true.
not vegetables, apparently.
Yeah, I remember that was a big point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my next big one, and maybe I'm skipping ahead a little too much, but the bat one was, I would say it's fun. We kind of talked about that, and then I just kind of noted more on Makima, and I just said something we kind of like already mentioned already, but that she's a huge manipulator, and literally knows exactly how to get Denji to do whatever she wants. Whether she's using
Very much
powers or
so.
not, which we don't know, but like she's just like, you just get an open wish, pretty much. And then he's like, and you can tell what he
Yeah.
alludes to. Yeah. And
Well,
she's
he
pretty
got
much
to
like, no,
touch Makima's
anything.
boob, so that was a
That's
good
true.
starter point for him.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Very different when you like the person.
Yeah, it was very funny seeing him after Power. He just kind of, that wasn't anything special. They just walked
Yeah.
out. I
Exactly.
was like,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Total teenagers. Hilarious.
yeah. I
Yeah. The
don't know if
next
he
thing I
got
was
to
going to
his
talk.
next goal though. Have you?
No. That's the one right
Okay.
now, and they're looking for the gun devil, and they
Yeah,
have these like they look
they
like
were still
bullets.
looking at the end of
Okay.
that.
Oh, his next I don't know if it's a goal. It was like a deal that was made. I never saw the girl's name, but there's a girl that's with them when they're starting this hunt on this gun demon.
Himino.
Okay, I'll note that. She said she pretty much would make like open tongue kiss him,
Uh,
and that was the other thing.
yeah, X goes to it's a kiss a girl.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, because I think originally she said it, and he was kind of like
Oh,
for it, and then he thought about it more. I was like, no, that's okay. I don't want to kiss you.
you haven't seen Himino's ability yet. Oh, I can't talk about it.
I mean, you can. By the time we come back to the next episode, we'll be on the next volume anyway. So
So yeah, might as well. She has a ghost that
okay.
she's made a deal with. I don't a ghost devil of some sort. For the most part, she can hold devils in place and do little things like that. And then she has the ultimate ability that lets the ghost come actually to a physical plane to actually. It shows her strangling power for a second there, just to
Oh,
show
okay.
it. So,
That's exciting.
yep.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like that they have a good variety of abilities. I definitely prefer that approach than as much as we talked about and love. I like Dragon Ball. There, a lot of them are pretty much the same. you know. So I do like the variety. That way you kind of keep track of it, and then you kind of think of their powers as like different, like you're dealt a different hand, and then you're like, okay, well, if they have this in their kit, what can they do or what can they not do? That makes, at least for me, I like the complicated fights where you go and see that stuff when they go introduce all these characters. Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to note is so the gun demon, they noted it's killed like over 1 million people in like a couple minutes. I'd imagine it's an aggregate time
Yeah,
unless
I
it
am very curious of how that happened. Like you saw a little bits of it, like just a whole area just disappears.
explodes. Yeah. Yeah.
I just what the
I'm
heck?
very excited to see how this goes. I'm gonna make a prediction and say that Denji isn't the one that does the final strike on it and doesn't get his goals from Makima. I'd imagine he's definitely a big player. Maybe he does 99% of the work somehow, but I'm thinking he's not gonna
I'm not
necessarily be the
sure
one.
if they're gonna even face the gun demon in the first while. I don't know when they're gonna get a chance
I'm
to
just
do that because it's a big
maybe I'll
question.
just note
Where the
this.
heck is this guy?
Yeah, and maybe I'll just, I'll keep this clip of like I predicted it back on February, and then, however long it takes to get there, I'm right or wrong, Uh
Yeah,
but that's just a random guess or prediction, I guess, with where we're at.
fair enough.
Do you think he's going to get it?
I have. I think he's gonna get a kiss. I really do think he's gonna get a kiss.
I don't think he's getting the other thing.
But I bet you it's gonna be a lot more like what happened with Power, where the kiss he's gonna get is not gonna be what he expects or something like that, and
Yeah.
because that seems to be an ongoing thing where when he gets what he wants, it's not always what it seems, and then he gets the better version of it or something along that lines.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz I don't think Makima is going to just give him whatever it is straight up how you envision it. I just don't see that the kind of like reputation that they've already built around her this early on. I don't envision she's just going to be like, yeah, sure, whatever. There's going to be
Yeah, I can't
some
say I'm not
stipulation or
certain
something.
about a
Yeah.
lot of things with that. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what I noted. I noted his other goal was French kissing the other girl. Um And then literally like, oh, the last note I put is it's funny that all the females know how to manipulate him. Look, every
he's
single one he
not
meets.
hard to manipulate,
No,
honestly.
they're just like, sup. And he's like, whatever you want.
You want a kiss? Yes, 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 yes. Good, let's go.
Yeah. Yes. Super funny to watch. But I don't know. I it's very in the beginning, so I don't think I could give it a rating. I for
It's kind of
fun.
hard right now because we're just getting into it. I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't. We don't even know how big the world is yet. Like,
yeah,
is there a hell? Is there a heaven version? Like, are they always going to be on the mortal plane with Earth? Like, I'd imagine there's going to be a bunch of different complexities that happen early on. Like you said, we're still at the very beginning. Um,
yeah.
so yeah, I don't know. I like it. I definitely am interested to continue reading it. But I don't think there's exactly enough yet for me to be like, oh, this is game breaking or this is a dud. But I do think it's interesting so far.
I don't really care for Denji as a person so far. And I would say he's a stupid kid.
Yeah,
He definitely doesn't have a lot of real world knowledge because he's been trapped,
yeah,
just paying off a stupidly huge debt that he didn't even accrue. So,
yeah, and he inherited it.
yeah, I don't believe you should be able to
And
inherit
maybe there's a
debt.
story with his dad. There's not any details on that, other than he's just I think he
He's
died.
committed. Yeah,
Or
that's all
yeah,
we know.
yeah.
Which we're probably going to bleep that out.
Oh yeah, I will.
YouTube.
Yep, he is. Yeah, not around.